Hi, welcome back to Guardian Angel Resin Creations. Today I'm going to do some more coasters, and I'm going to use fish today. So I'm going to do like a little sort of koi pond, but have like a harper koi pond, because I'm going to use my foam clay again from Bose. So this was about $17 on Amazon for, what have we got? I think it's about 5 kilos. The tape is over the top of it. Not quite sure how many kilos it is. It's not 5, it doesn't feel like 5. 500 grams, goodness me. So, alright, now I've got a bug and going to annoy me, so I'm going to get started. Put a little bit of this in. I've already mixed up my resin. It is sitting off to the side so that I can get the air out of it. So I'm going to do maybe about there, push it into the edges, push it in there. Doesn't want to go in today. Get in there. A little bit more. So I've got a whole range of fish, and I've got a couple of little snakes there. I have a couple of mermaid tails that I'm going to put in there as well. So just to make it look a little bit different. Love playing with this stuff. So I've spent about probably half an hour or so just working out what I want to put in there, so that you don't have to take time out of your day to watch me choosing stuff. So I've just sort of sat them on their little boxes. I'm going to make that sort of snaky sort of. So, alright, so the kois are up the right, the same way. There we go. Push that in there like that. Make sure I've got the same sort of distance with these. A little bit more. Go. Oopsie. Now, I'm not sure whether I'm going to do the heart. Maybe I might. Make a little heart with a couple of little fish in it. Get out of the way. Get him out of the way. Try and make different designs. Bring that down a little bit. That in there. Let's get him a different pattern in each one of them. Okay, I'll just move my little fish to the side here, and I'll put a little bit of this in there. Bring him maybe around like that. There we go. Be able to fit some little fish in there, not a biggie, but that's okay. We don't want a great big fish in there because I think he's bigger than the heart, maybe. Yep, he's bigger than the heart. Push that back down again. I don't mind if the resin seeps in under it. So I'm just sealing my bag properly, and then I roll it and peg it just to make sure no air gets in there, because you know, like, it's a lot of money for this stuff, and if you don't put it away properly, it just ruins everything. So I'm just going to just brush the resin off of my machine here, because I've had it sitting dripping, which is actually pretty good. So I'm just going to bring my resin over here. So I've already coloured it. It's possibly going to be too dark by the looks of it. I should have put a half a drop, but it's sapphire blue and its fans are rich. From Amazon, I think. Comes in a pack of 24 maybe. I've had them for a really long time, since I started resining last year. So I'll just give this a torch. I'm just working out whether to put a little bit of this in first and then put my fish in. I'll put my fish in first. Maybe I'll put a little bit, sorry about my head then, a little bit in. Sorry about the noise in the background. My granddaughter is making noise. She is off school sick today. There are quite a few bubbles in this. Now, I think I have made up way too much resin. There's something in my mould. Dripping, dripping, dripping. Dripping, dripping everywhere. Get a stick and fix it. Get a stick and fix it. There we go. Put a tiny bit in here. There we go, that'll do it in there. A bit more in these ones. It's quite warm here today, so it'll set up fast. Well, it's 22 degrees outside according to my little temperature gauge in front of me. Now, I don't want these to be too high, because I do want to be able to put my back coat of polyurethane on there. Now I'm going to just take some out of this one. Now it's scratching my mould. Take a fair amount out. Got a bit exuberant then, didn't I? Way too much in there. I will get that drip off that I've put on the other side. No, because I don't want them, I just want to be able to just have them just floating in the resin, and then back coat it with the polyurethane, because I have found, and I've done a couple recently and I've forgotten to do it, I need to do separate pours of the polyurethane so that so when I'm actually, the bit of blue in there, when I'm actually putting the back coat on, I need to put a back coat on the blue and then a back coat in there and then put a full back coat on. Otherwise it like it's two different colors on the back, and I don't really like that, so I like it to be just the one color. Let's take a little bit more out of this one. How are we going over here? Yeah, I got way too much resin. Now I need to write down how much I put into these, and I haven't been doing it unless I watch a previous video. I don't know how much I put in there. Alrighty, I think we're done there. think we're good. I've got a lot of resin left. I'll have to find something to do with that reasonably fast. Right. So I'm going to give it a bit of a torch since I put all those bubbles in it. Torch that. Quite a few bubbles in there. Now I'm going to just put my bigger fish in. I don't want to let it sit too much longer. Get these bubbles out. Just lift them up. Like, it doesn't really matter, does it? Because it's a fish pond. Doesn't matter if it's got bubbles in it. So we're going to stick our koi in. Now I'm not going to put them in the same place because I want these to look a little different. I'm going to put him there. Spin that around a bit. There we go. Tap him down. Now, they look pretty good. I have a mixture of stuff here, so hopefully my my little fishies will show up. Perhaps not blue ones, but a couple of pinkies. I'll put the blueies in. Yellow and a green. Another yellow, sort of a dark colour there, and a yellow over here. Oopsie, upside down. Get there. And then we have a green one over here, I think. He's gone in upside down as well. Thank you, my love. My granddaughter has just handed me the little top off my thing that I've been looking for, my tongs. So I'm going to put in, I think, some red stars. Cut little red stars. Some little purple ones over here. White one. What have we got? Yellow. Sorry about that noise there. My granddaughter has got a cold. That is why she is off school today. A yellow and green. Well, it's maybe a red in that one. And what do we got? Maybe an orange in this one. And we have got, oops, some little, if I can get it, some little jellyfish. So put that there, put in a purple one over this side. So they're all going to be pretty much different colours. Don't know whether that one's going to show up. What have we got? We got an orange one over here. Did probably some more. Oh look, I've got a couple of snakes. There you go. Maybe a snake in there. Snake in that one. Couple more of the little, these ones. Alright, I am going to keep going with this and then I will come back when it is time to put the polyurethane on. Okay, it's all queued up. It's the next day. I have already measured out 4 cups or 4 little measurements, I've got 15 grams of my B in 4 of my cups. So I'm using my silicone cups because it just wastes so many cups if I use my paper cups. So I thought I'd use my silicone because it hopefully will just come out easy. So I've got 15 and 15. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to just pour my A into my B. Now I'm not sure how much I am going to use at the minute, so I will just get that to sit my little cup on so I don't make a mess. So stir. So I will gauge with the first one how much resin I use with the next 3. So mix it really well. You can see in these cups how well it mixes. I have given them all a wipe out with a bit of alcohol to make sure they're clean, because one tiny little speck of sparkle or dust and these cups seem to attract it. So the only thing with these cups is you cannot feel it getting warm like you would normally do in a paper cup. Like because they're a thicker cup, your feeling's just not there with them. It takes it to get quite hot before you can actually feel the heat on it. So it's about a minute now. I can actually start to feel it through the cup. I'm just going to scrape down my edges. There we go. There we go. Because I try and mix for about a minute. Alright, I can actually feel it through the cup now. It's starting to thicken up. So I'm just going to pour it into this one. And that will gauge how much I need for the next one. So okay, again I have measured too much. So I'm going to just pour it in onto my little heart. Hopefully it'll get into those little crevices underneath. Yep. There we go, I've got a tiny bit left on there. So I'll just going to bend down here and see. Yeah, I don't want to do any more on that because it is a little bit too high. So I'm going to leave that sitting in the cup. And I'm going to do my next one. So I might, I've got to remeasure all of these and then I will come back when it's time to pour the next one. Okay, I'm up to the next level. So these are, they're hard, they're still warm, but it's still okay to put the next level on there. So I've already got my cup sitting like before. I ended up doing 12 and 12. So I'm going back to the 15 and 15. And go see how we go with that. So I'll just wipe off my fingers here. I have a little damp cloth there. So just put that lid back on. Okay, now I do write on the tops of my lids. I'm not sure whether you can see because it's not quite in focus. That's a black lid, the other one's a white lid, but sometimes I put them both next to each other and I forget which is which. So I write on the lids A and B, just to be sure. Now I may still have too much of this. Now I think last time I actually just made up a cup and just poured it on each. So it is too late to do that with this now, because it'll harden up before I even get to even pour any more in there. So we'll see how we go, because if you're really quick you can pour them, but it's best to do them with the polyurethane. Do them separate, just to make sure you're getting it right. You can get all the bubbles out when you need to, because if you pour in 4, by the time you come back to this one, it's just about set and you'll have bubbles in it. So I'm going to get my torch here. I'm just going to move my little bottle out of the way. Ready to go. Okay. It's actually quite warm now, and I did not get a cloth to sit on my stick on. So I'm just going to give it a torch and pour it in and see how we go with it. It is actually really quite hot. I might have mixed too long. Come on, get on there. Just move that around, quickly move it around. Just get it to all, scrape it all out. Alrighty, quickly torch, rid of those bubbles. Well, I had to be quick with that one. It is warming up outside. Today it is 26 degrees at the moment, which is a glorious day. So I'm just going to wipe my stick here, bit of isopropyl on it, or it's not isopropyl, well it is, but it's just alcohol spray that I buy from a company in Sydney called Sydney. So there we go. I'm going to put you on a time lapse. I'm going to do the rest of them, and I'm going to come back when I'm ready to demold. Okay, hopefully you enjoyed the time lapse. Feel free at any stage to fast forward through these videos if you like. If you get bored with them, just fast forward. So, and I just wanted to show you the little cups. There we go, done. So these have all come out quite nicely, and I can just throw that in the bin now. So I have a couple of cups sitting here. So all I did was just stick my fingernail under it. And this is still a little bit soft, this one. And it will just come out. I left the other ones a lot longer. So I'll stick my fingernail under there. Pop that out. There we go. Actually going to take my gloves off so that I don't ruin my gloves. Paused you for a second so that I could get my gloves off. I'm going to let these sit up a little bit longer because they are still a little bit sticky. These were the last ones, so all of the other cups have come out pretty clean. I'll just give them a little bit of a wipe with a wet one. And I'll quickly show you. I'll just get a wipe. If I can get it out of my big bucket here. Sorry about this. And there we go. They're already pre-wet ones, because they are just disinfectant wipes. And I squeeze out the disinfectant and I pour alcohol into them. So there we go. Look at that. Ready for next time. There we go. So I'll let them set up and I'm going to pop these out. So had a little bit of an overflow on a couple of them, like that one. Depends on how much base resin you put in. Like this one's still warm, but it's not as opaque as these ones, so not sure what's going on there. I mixed the same amount at the same time. Now my heart had a bit of an air bubble in it, so it's probably not even going to work, so let's turn him over. Oh, he did work. Hopefully it's not too close. There's little fishies in there. That's pretty cool. Oh yeah, he's got a big air bubble in him. That I can fix though, but that's alright. I'm just going to use them as giveaways anyway. So alright, let's go. Number 1. Now remember, my mold is a second, so it will have marks on the other side, so it does need to have a top coat on it. So alrighty. Oh, little air bubbles, but they'll be fixed with the top coat. That is cool. And I put a little bit of darker resin in there. Not sure whether I put that on the video or not, because I did have some leftovers, so there we go. See all these little fish in there. So it looks like a little beach because there's a little river running up there. He is pretty cool. Alright, number 2, little snake. You can see the little starfish and the fish. And I dropped in a couple of little flowers in there. His seashell, his mermaid tail. That is really cool. Now, next one. So it looks good on this side. But, like, the colder it'll get, the more opaque it'll get. So here's this one. There we go. See the little starfish in there. The little fishies. I think he had a mermaid tail as well somewhere. I put in a little leaf there. So, okay, next one. Ooh, I like the ones with the rivers. See how it's got the rivers? So it looks like it's a beach. So we've got the beach across there as well, with the little cove thing. Wow, look at this one. I'm loving these. So there's my jellyfish and my flower, my little fish, my little star. They look pretty cool. I really, really like them. Alrighty, so I'm definitely going to give them a top coat because there's a couple of tiny little air bubbles. I won't put you through the pains of me doing just a top coat, so I will take some photos. So thank you so very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Thank you to all of my lovely subscribers. I appreciate you all subscribing. So please hit that like button. Let me know in the comments what you think, if you are seeing too much of me doing this. And thank you so much for watching, and be safe.